So friends, welcome to the channel. So today in this class we are going to discuss about the method of joints. So this is the method of analytical method where we are going to make the analysis of stresses. So analysis is nothing but to find the unknown forces at each node. So here the nodes are represent like A, B, C, D, E, F are the nodes and number of elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So total number of elements are 9. Okay, and this truss element is supported, it is supported by the two supporters at their ends A and F. So A and F are the supporters. So here there is a support. So one end it is hinged, another end is roller end. So here there will be an reaction force at the supports. So let us say the reaction forces is RA is the reaction force at one end and reaction force at another end will be RF, where the numbering is given as F. Okay. After that, as we know, according to the engineering mechanics, the sum of the reaction forces are equal to the sum of the applied forces. So the sum of the reaction forces are RA plus RF, RA plus RF. So this is equal to the sum of the applied forces are 1000 plus another 1000. So you will get 2000 Newton. So now we can say that the reaction forces it will be it will be 2000 divided by 2, so you will get 1000 Newton, and RF is also you will get 1000 Newton. Okay, or you can take the moment of all the forces to this point. When you will take the moment, this is an just assumption where I have made. So because it is 2000, so RA plus RB you will get 1000. So otherwise you can make the moment of all the forces with their distance, force into distance to this point, then you will get the RA and RF. Okay, some easy cases you can directly take the values, that is RA is 1000, RF is 1000. Then after that, now you need to calculate what will be the forces are at this joint and the forces at the point B and D, C, E and F. So there are different forces. See, at A to B there will be one force, A to C there will be one force here. Okay, now we have the force, vertical force only. Vertical forces are there, but you need to calculate the horizontal forces as well as the inclined forces. Now if you take the joint, let us write the joint A. Joint A. So just make a one free body diagram for that joint. So here this is an A where we'll have the one force, another force and another inclined forces like this, right? So all these forces are meeting at a point of A. So here let us assume all the forces are making in the tensile direction. Let us assume first. So this is the force direction as we know for RA. The direction we know, that is 1000, is acting upward direction. But the remaining forces, let us take the tensile forces are acting. Initially let us consider all the forces are in a tensile. Okay, so here the forces will represent FAC we can say, because the forces are in the line of A to C and here A to B. The force will say A to B. Okay, once you understand the any one point, so you can do for all the joints. Okay, so there will be no confusion. Now, so for the joint A, now let us, here there is an angle, it is given as 45 degree. It is a given angle. Now, first resolve all the forces vertically. That is sigma V is equal to 0. So when you resolve all the forces vertically, so how many vertical forces are there? We can make this one and FAB, if you make the resolving vertically, and FAC, that becomes 0. So first the vertical force will be Ra, that is upward direction. So we'll say minus upward, it will be, sorry, upward it will be plus, and Ra value it is 1000 Newton. And there is another force FAB. When you make the resolving vertically, then it becomes in the downward direction. The direction is downward. Initially we have taken all our tensile forces. Now let us check whether these are a tensile or compression. We have to check. So FAB, so that is when you resolve vertically, the direction is downward, so we will take minus FAB. Then sine, the angle it will be 45 degree is equal to 0. So now minus FAB sine 45, so we will directly write is equal to, so this is minus 1000 divided by sine 45 degree. So you will both minus will get cancelled. So FAB is equal to whatever the 1000 divided by sine 45. So you will get 1414.2 Newton. So now what you will get here, it is positive value. It means it is in tension. The force FAB is in tension. So you can write here now. So FAB is in tension. It is tensile direction you have to represent. That will be a final one. Okay. So whatever you might be taken here, but the final one which will represent this value, it becomes an final. Now similarly we have to calculate for another force FAC. Okay. So when you will make the resolving horizontally, that is sigma h is equal to 0. So when you resolve horizontally, so how many force can resolve? So this becomes 0. So FAC, so the direction initially we have given tensile, so it is towards the right side, so that will be positive FAC. Again another force, this when you resolve this force to horizontally towards right side, so that is also plus FAB. So FAB, as you know, the value of FAB, it is just now calculated. So the value it will be 1414.2 into cos 45 degree. Cos 45 degree is equal to 0. Now FAC is equal to, so it will be minus when it will take the RHS side. So minus 1414.2 cos 45 degree. So we obtain 999.99. It means is equal to minus 1000 Newton. So minus indicates compression, right? So this force is in compression. So the direction it should changes now. It is in compression. So here it will be an compression tension. FAC is a compression. FAC. Is it clear now? So at the point A, one is FAC, another FAB and RA. So these three forces we have calculated.